All right, in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to use the template that we already selected and we're going to modify it to fit our needs. We're going to change some text boxes, add some different graphics, change some colors, and just make it more engaging in order for it to serve as a shell for our resource hub. Check it out. All right, the first thing that we're going to do right now is we're going to go in and we're going to change all the text. All right, to change the text of all the text boxes here to what we want it to be, all you do is you highlight it and you go ahead and text. Now we could worry about changing fonts and all that stuff later, but for right now I'm just going to pause real quick and I'm going to change everything to be what I need it to be. Those Canva headings that I'm going to share out with you. All right, so I changed all the headers for the different curated resources down here, as well as the title of the website right here. Now we get to manipulate the fonts and some of the other things. And what I like to do here is if you go to text, so we're going to go ahead and click on that. And if we go over to text, there are some ways that we can kind of make this happen without us doing much. For example, if we wanted to switch and get that template over here by going to text and clicking on the template you want, we could go here and we can type in Canva guide for administrators, just like that. And if that's something that we like, we could resize this. It's kind of fun, and we can get rid of this text box. Boom. Throw this up here, resize it to make it kind of look how you want it. I'd want it there. We're probably going to get rid of this anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just delete that out. I'm going to put this up in the corner, maximize the space. We're going to resize all this stuff eventually anyway, but there are different ways that we can do this right now to get it how you want it. I think I want it so guide for is 2. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we are going to see what fonts these are. So this is Cooper BT and Proxima Nova. They go well together. We might even have, yep, it's just 2 fonts here. So Cooper BT, Proxima Nova. I kind of like the Proxima Nova for these as well. I like a nice clear-cut font. So we're going to go here, and if you go up to font and you go up to the top, you should see your recent fonts. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to change all of these to be Proxima Nova. I will be right back. All right, now that everything's done, let's start manipulating how this looks, the layout a little bit. I'm going to grab this first one. I kind of want to bring it down here to complete, this part right here. I might actually bring this over to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around so it kind of looks how I want it to look as far as the layout. So just what you want to do here is highlight the whole box and kind of start dragging. So that's what I'm going to do to this slide. I'll come back once this is done. You should pause and do it as well for your website if you're working along with me. All right, now that all the text is how we want it, what I'm going to do is start playing around with customizing the backgrounds and some of the icons and shape colors and things like that. So let's start with the background. If you click on any open space where the background is, you can come up here and change the background color. I'm going to make this a dark color, so we're going to just go with black here because I think it pops very nicely. Now I'm going to, before I go any further, what I want to do is I want to show you another little piece that I like to give whatever I'm working on a little flair. All right, so if you go up to elements and you search for frames, all right, you could pick frames, and I'm going to put a border on the frame here, and this is going to be a placeholder basically. All right, that's all it is, for you to put some type of an image there. And what I'm going to do is just put it right there. since we're working with Canva, I like to put the logo for Canva in here. All right, one, it's going to tell me what colors I need to work with, but the second thing I like is I just think it looks sharp. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to Apps, and I'm going to type in brand. Anytime you have any type of functionality that you want, just type it in that search bar. I know BrandFetch is what I want. I'm going to select BrandFetch, and here's the Canva brand. So if you click on that, I could drag it over and put it into the frame here. All right, later on I might put an arrow there that goes from this Canva to that Canva, but what's really cool is now what we can do is we could start messing around with some of these colors that are in the Canva logo. All right, so now that it's on the page, if I want to go change this color, which I do, I could go in here, and now Canva is going to show up there, and it's going to allow me to select those colors. All right, so what I'm going to do for the first one is I'm going to make it that color. All right, then I'm going to make this pop even more by having a border color to the shape. So I have clicked on the shape. Here's the border style. There's no weight to it. If you click this solid line, it's going to put a border, and then it's going to give you the ability to change the border color. So if I go to white, look how sharp that looks. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to change each one of these colors to be one of the Canva colors. Once again, go there to shape, click on it, go down here. I could choose whichever one I want, and then I'll change the border color. All right, I go there, border color. I'm just going to stick with the white, and it's going to make it, pop very nicely. All right, so I'm going to do that for each one of the shapes, and I'll be right back. All right, so I played around with it. I changed the border color of all the boxes except for this one apparently. So we'll do that one very quickly. There we go. We have the border color changed. I changed a little bit up here, just played with the fonts a little bit and put an arrow there. Nothing spectacular there, but we're starting to get where we need to be, or where I want to be for this. All right. I noticed that this is a little off, so we're going to go ahead and fix that real quick. There we go. And now we are ready to start messing around with the icons. So what you want to do is you want to kind of read your title and pick an icon that goes with it. So if we go to Elements, all right, and when we are in Elements, we could go to Graphics and see all. All right, we could select things like video here, and we could choose which one that we want to go with our video. For me, this one looks a-okay, so what I'm going to do, highlight that, delete it, click on this, make it smaller, put it in the middle where we want it, like so. Might be a little big. Figure out the size that you want it to be, drag it to the middle, and let's change the color of it. All right, let's just keep it white, or if you think video is more of that color, you could do what you want here. For me, I'm going to do white. I like the crispness of it. The next thing I'm going to do is come down here and make sure that everything is uniform for that box. There we go. So now we have our Canva YouTube tutorial channels with this nice little icon there. I'm going to hit pause once again, and I am going to go change all the icons just by searching for the ones that I want to go with each box. All right, so I came in and I put icons where I needed to put icons to represent the different curated resources that I'm putting together for you. And in the next video, what we'll do is we'll show you how to link resources that you probably already have made to this, but it's just a nicer one-stop shop for your teachers.